Tom Crawford with Stix and Stuff Podcast.com. Today we happen to be in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge, Georgia, at one of the greatest little cigar places anywhere, and it's called Smokey Bear Cigars. And I'm here today with Iraima and George from Smokey Bear Cigars, and we're going to have a conversation on how they got started. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about the Stix and Stuff Podcast.com. What are we? Well, we're a weekly podcast, and we talk about a cigar of the week, maybe a bourbon of the week, or a cigar of the week, wine of the week. Today, I'm smoking a cigar and happen to have a little coffee because we're conducive to where we're at. That's part of the podcast. The other part of the podcast, we deal with we champion successful people. And so every week it's going to be a little bit something different. I may say something stupid at any time because that's kind of what I do. And we just have fun. It's just like sitting on the couch and having a good conversation. But anyway, that's what the Stix and Stuff Podcast.com is all about. Which one of you wants to tell us about how this whole thing got started, you know, from inception, and give it a whirl?
Well, Tom, I was shopping downtown, and I'll just start there. I was minding my own business, walking around beautiful downtown Blue Ridge, and I get a call from my husband. He was getting a haircut next door. George goes, "Hey, babe, did you see the building next door? It's for sale." I said, "I didn't know we were looking at buildings." And that's the start.
So did you guys live in Blue Ridge at the time?
No, we did not live in this area at the time. We were actually, we just had moved into Mineral Bluff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which is about 20 minutes away from here.
Yeah, Mineral Bluff, for everybody that doesn't know, and this goes out all over the place. Blue Ridge is right at the top of North Georgia. You have Mineral Bluff literally before you step foot into North Carolina.
That's right.
Also a nice, neat little place, but if you blink, you've passed through Mineral Bluff. But anyway, please continue.
So as my husband was excited to tell me that their building was for sale next door, and I said, I didn't know we were looking for buildings. He said, "What do you think about a cigar shop?" And I said, "Well, now you're talking," because I'm Cuban, he's Italian, he does the food, I do the cigars, nuts. That's really how it started. It was a simple,
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Have a great Christmas. You too.
simple, easy business. It's lovely. And because I'm Cuban, that you have that little bit of connection with the Latin families and just the tobacco. My father smoked, I smoked. So it's easy. My husband smoked. I wouldn't have been able to marry him. I don't think he would have been able to come into the family had he not been smoking. He has to be able to.
That was one of the prerequisites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to eat and you have to be able to smoke cigars.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it really does. That's cool. And so what year was that? Just a couple of years ago, huh?
Right. So we opened on Black Friday. We bought the place in July, but we opened up Black Friday 2021.
That's fantastic. Just a great place. Let's talk about what we're smoking today.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to tell us about it?
Well, sure.
Yeah.
This one here happens to be from Placencia family. It is not for retail necessarily cigar. They only gifted it to certain cigar lounges in the world, in the United States here. And we were gifted with one of their boxes. And this particular one celebrates Nestor Placencia's 75th birthday. So it's an anniversary gift cigar. And that's the first time I've ever lit it up. I've never had it before. There's 10 in the box, and we were very, very happy and fortunate to get one of them.
Wow, that's cool.
Yes, and I was going to save for Chris, but I said this is a pretty important occasion today too. So, yeah, it's amazing. You have to agree that you will not retail it, so we're happy to have them as a gift.
That is just way too cool. What am I smoking today, George?
Tom, you have a Jalapa Nicaragua house. That is our House Maduro. It is an amazing cigar. I'm a little biased. but it is a fantastic cigar. So Ecuadorian wrapper, Cuban seed, 3-generation family making that particular cigar.
Yeah,
And,
this is the
yes.
Maduro Toro.
It is.
Thank you, sir.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fantastic
say hi to your
cigar.
wife.
As everybody can see, this is a good smoking cigar. I mean, it's got a good burn to it, fantastic taste, and even though it's a house cigar, it's fantastic. And and that's what I look for. I'm not a cigar aficionado. I'm a cigar enthusiast, and when I come to places like Smokey Bear Cigars or wherever I happen to be, I always ask the proprietor. I'm not pretentious. I don't know what to smoke. I said, tell me what's good. And this is what I got today, and by golly, it is good. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
What are you smoking over
I
there?
am also smoking the Placencia. This is called Fuego. It comes from the Ometepe, Nicaragua, which has it has an island that has 2 active volcanoes. And because of the volcano ash that goes onto the earth makes that tobacco just amazing. It's a spice that it's not like peppery, but it's a spice that just makes your tongue taste the tobacco in a different manner. It's absolutely delicious. It's probably my favorite cigar.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
it's a really great. Every single time we walk people into the humidor, and when we walk them in there, we'll ask them like, what do you like to eat, instead of like what you like to smoke, because that's really not the question. The question is, what do you like to eat? Because you can really be able to give somebody some good advice depending on what I like to eat. So if they go, oh, I'm just mashed potatoes and gravy, I don't like any form of spice, then you want to keep them into a little bit more milder cigar. But
that's important, because and we were talking before we went on air. I was talking. Usually when I smoke a cigar, it's got a Maduro wrapper, so I've got to have something that will taste complement it.
sure.
And today I'm having coffee, which is perfectly matched, with a Maduro wrapper. If I'm drinking bourbon, I like something that is oaked,
Right.
because it matches up well with
That's
it.
right.
Or the other night when I had a nice cigar, I had a Guinness Stout, and it was terrific with a cigar because the taste. It's the taste matching, and it works so well, and it was just fantastic. What kind of events do you guys have here? And
Wow.
yeah,
Well, George Pablo can speak better on all the events that we
Sure.
have. I'm just a workhorse.
Well,
Just kidding.
when me and my wife are here together, every day is an event. Actually, Tom, to be honest with you, it's kind of interesting because you just
my
never know.
wife says that a lot. Every day is an event that I'm
We have an
around. I can tell you that.
So no, it's been an event for 43 years. Last month we celebrated 43 years of marriage, and no, we're having fun. It's really. You just get to sit around and smoke and joke all day. It's not necessarily working, and you can see some good friends of mine over there, kind of taking over the shop a little bit while we're here. So, it's easy. It's easy.
That's fantastic, and
Yeah.
and it's so much like a lot of the places that I've been in, that people are family. I mean, they're here, they're regulars.
That's right.
And we're
Yeah.
sitting here doing a podcast, and they're willing to help out while we're doing it. And
Yeah.
people are walking in and out the door, and your regulars are tending shop for
Yeah,
you, and that's fantastic.
And they just
You know.
offered. They just came here to relax, and he said, "George, could we help out?" And I said, "Sure." There's the other gentleman over there, Glendon. Last year it was in single digits here in January, and we were in Esteli, Nicaragua, going to 4 different farms and factories overseas.
Wow,
And
I bet that
he's
was cool.
Yeah, it
coming
was.
here daily, 9 days in a row consecutively from his home, because we weren't open, we were closed the whole month, and turning the water on, turn the water off, turn the water on. So,
Turning the heat on.
turn the heat on.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's important.
But going
Yeah.
back to what you were asking, Tom, and if I hopefully wasn't interrupting,
Oh, yeah,
you
you
asked about
do.
events.
Yeah.
So every Thursday
Welcome
we
to my
hold.
lifetime.
Every Thursday we hold. Well, he asked the question and you didn't finish
just
it,
said
so I'm
everything,
kind of
but-
helping you. I'm throwing
Oh,
you a
that's
lifesaver.
a big
I'm
fish
just-
you
yeah,
can get
I'm
later. we could come back to that. I was going to talk about events.
I'm sitting in the middle here.
I'm just been on the lifesaver.
Do you
I'm
do
just
marriage
saying.
counseling by any chance?
So on Thursdays, Tom, we do we host our vet group, and all our vets come in on Thursday, and it's a really great group. It started really small, actually. Speaking of the guys that are behind us that are throwing back there and helping us, Gary was one of the first ones, and he's not even a vet, and he started telling the vets that we had the cigar place, and he started bringing the guys. So every Thursday. We open at 12, but every Thursday we have our vet group here.
That's just too cool.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we have two sons that are were former Marines. So not only for that reason, because I love this country, it's been great because I was born in Cuba and we came from Cuba in 1968. And my father, unfortunately, missed going into the military by a year. Because he wanted to serve. He wanted to thank America so much.
Wow. That's
It's very important what she's going to go into because I've heard it before. But the funny part is you interrupted me to say we're going to talk about events, and you've never talked about events now.
That's just I said the
But you didn't name the name brands.
I said
that's not an event. That's a weekly thing. He's talking about cigar events like Perdomo, Esteban Carrera, Espinosa, Placencia, Kristoff. I mean, that's what was. I think I'm not putting words in mouth. I think that's the ones he was talking about.
Well, George,
like I said, every day's an event.
Let's go into this just a little bit deeper. How do you feel, George? How do you really feel?
Well, I feel pretty amazing smoking this cigar right now because this is a fabulous cigar. It really is. But
I'm gonna have to get a taste of that place.
No, because you said cigar event and you never went into it.
Well, I started talking about the vets.
I know you lost your train. I know it happens a lot.
And I continued it through the vets.
It happens.
My dad almost.
I think that's what happens in the humidor.
And my
she
children
goes in the
being a
humidor,
vet.
and people ask about cigars. She'll be in there for 20 or 30 minutes. And
No.
I'm like, how do you know they didn't have like a lunch reservation or a dinner reservation? My
Tom, don't
gosh.
laugh. It's
There's
not funny,
people
Tom.
in the car waiting, kids in the car going crazy. And she just is talking. I says, do you have any consideration for the customers at all? Any? And she says, talking. I said, okay.
Well, if you want to say that, then I have to say that whenever anybody comes out of the humidor and they've been talking to me, they're very grateful that they were given the information. Unlike you,
And
they
then-
go, yeah, that's a good one, that's a good one.
And no money left for dinner
Yeah,
after
whatever.
that. No. There's that too, Tom.
Well, that's a good thing, though. I mean, at least they're spending money here. I mean, isn't that
There you
the
go.
objective? I mean,
That's
right.
Come on. I mean, it's good.
Absolutely.
Gee whiz, I thought I was going to have to fill some time talking about the drones flying in, up north, a little
Unless
bit.
they're dropping cigars, I don't care about those drones, Tom.
You
You know-
should.
I mean, there's no TVs in here, and there's a reason.
Think about it, George. Though,
Yep.
if they were flying drones over Blue Ridge, Georgia, don't you think they would have been shot down by
They would
now?
have been shot
Yeah,
down.
come on.
Um,
I mean,
Yeah.
just like, well, should we shoot them down? It would be like, I would call the sheriff's department, and the sheriff
Yeah.
would come out, and they would say, I'd call the sheriff, and I said, well, Sheriff, we got one of those big drone things came down in my cow pasture, and
Yeah.
he got out there, and he says, well, sure enough there, Mr. Crawford, you got one, but it's filled with bullet holes. What happened there? I said, well, it's deer season.
Yeah.
He said, well, thank you, Mr. Crawford. And he would go on his, go on his way. And that's the way we roll up here.
There's times here we have more guns than people because some folks carry 2 guns on them, and that's not uncommon. Well, look what happened to your Ideal Mark down there.
A guy came in this little convenience store between here and LJ, and he didn't even get his gun out of his pocket when 3 people were holding a gun
That's
on
right.
him. So
That's right.
love this part of the country. I'm not advocating anything. I'm just saying we protect our own up here, and that's a good thing.
100%.
But, it's also a very interesting area, too. I mean, you come to Blue Ridge, and all of a sudden, halfway up here, you've got the Bigfoot Museum. I mean, what's going on with that? I mean, have they ever found Bigfoot? I mean, what's going on?
Apparently,
No.
during that museum.
Our bear killed him, Tom. You didn't hear that.
Oh,
I'm
my God.
surprised you didn't. I know you're in the news a lot locally, so
Oh,
I'm
the
surprised
Smokey
you didn't
Bear
hear it.
got him.
He
you know.
swiped his
Yeah.
whole head off there with one blow.
Well, they have those TV shows on, you know, and they're talking about finding Bigfoot and stuff like that. And, you know,
Yeah.
one of the guys will say, well, we know that the Bigfoot young like to climb trees. How in the hell do they know? They've never caught one. I mean, you know, so I know it's good entertainment factor. That
guess.
guy, by the way, down the road that has a museum, hats off to him, whoever he is, because he came up with a good deal because it's packed every day. And they have visitors in there, so
Yeah.
what's not to like? I mean,
That's
he's
true.
got a good thing going on. But
That's true.
this is a great place, good neck of the woods to be from. It's a good little community. I'm glad you guys decided to open up a cigar place here in Blue Ridge. I mean, Blue Ridge has like every day of the week more tourists than you can shake a stick
That's
at.
true.
Yeah.
But it's also a good place to call home.
It really
You know,
is.
it's a neat place. I see you have your regulars. Every time I go in one of a cigar bar, cigar lounge, a cigar shop, there are always regulars there, and it's like home. And
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people will watch this podcast that maybe not even be cigar smokers. You know, and we were talking about this other night. Women smoke cigars just like
Absolutely.
men smoke cigars.
Absolutely.
And there's always been the stigma that only men smoke cigars. A lot of women smoke cigars. A lot of them.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's a good place. It's like a social club, and people come. And they sit down in a nice, easy chair, and they have a cigar, and they have a good time, and you make them feel at home.
That's right.
What's not to like?
That's
Amen.
right. That's
What's
right.
not to like?
We
You
we
know?
Right.
have our resident Norm from Cheers right there. It's he has a locker here, and on his locker it says Norm because it's Glenn. And we think he sleeps upstairs sometimes because he's outside when we get here, and we say,
That's
like,
awesome.
how did he get here so fast?
That's terrific.
You were talking about pairing before, and one of the things we found out that it was really cool to pair with cigars, believe it or not, besides coffee, which we have some really amazing coffees, is some nice, easy drinks like Yoo-Hoo. I know it sounds crazy, but a Yoo-Hoo with a sweeter cigar, the combination is crazy. It might be because of the chocolatey part of the Yoo-Hoo.
You know,
It's
I
kinda
can
like
get that.
if you think about it, it's kind of like a coffee, but it's cold, right? It's
It's a little chocolatey.
a little chocolatey,
Yeah.
but it's really good to actually with a cigar.
Would that be with like a Connecticut wrapper or something like that?
It would be,
or-
and we have one of our house cigars, or two of actually, they're just different shapes, has a sweet tip to it, and because it's got that sweetness, not the tobacco is not sweet, but just the tip of the cigar is sweet. So that combination with a Yoo-Hoo is fantastic. It's really good.
Speaking of cigars and flavors, you know, there's a thing going on right now about, you know, flavored cigars, just like there is vaping, and they're trying to lump cigars in and the flavors of cigars in with,
Correct.
you know, young kids that are going out to buy these flavored vapes. And, you know, I certainly hope that it never goes there where they're taking that away from cigars. It's not like, you know, 12-year-old kids are coming in here trying to buy a cigar. I mean, y'all don't do it. You wouldn't allow it.
No.
And so I hope something happens there and it's not lumped into that same category, because that would be a shame.
Yeah.
Because there are some flavored cigars that are absolutely fantastic.
That's right. We actually know somebody that was fighting on the committee of fighting that in the courts, because it's not the same thing as vaping. It's not the same thing as anything else. It's regular cigars. So yeah, there's a fight. There's definitely a fight still going on with it. They want to clump everything together, and they want to include that to just regular cigars as well. They're just trying to, you know, do all at once, which
Yep.
is completely incorrect.
Did you guys know that we have commercials, during the podcast?
No.
No.
Yeah, we actually do.
Oh.
And we've got another sponsor
really
coming
cool.
up. Yeah, we do. We got a little sponsor coming up.
right.
There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you about our sponsor today. It's called Possum's Emporium. It's down on Boardtown Road, and Possum's Emporium's got the very bestest in Western gear, probably anywhere around maybe 2 blocks from here. But anyway, Possum's Emporium's got a special during this Christmas season. A special this week and this week only. Genuine chinchilla boots for $29.95. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Genuine chinchilla boots for $29.95 at Possum's Emporium on Boardtown Road. And now back to the show.
Tom, I'd love to be a sponsor for the show and be a commercial there in the middle of your show one of these days.
We could do one for Smokey Bear Cigars. Smokey Bear's been smoking them cigars up in Blue Ridge, Georgia for the past 2 years, and he wants people to be right here. And he's got a special of the week, too.
Yeah.
What's our special of the week, George?
10 for $1.
Damn, that's a good one. Get on down today. Smokey Bear Cigar,
In the next
Blue Ridge, Georgia.
Only in the next 5 minutes. It's 10 for $1.
We actually do have a special going on right now with Padron cigars. If you buy a box, it's 25% off. So.
100 for $10.
All right, that's good.
But yeah, we do. We run specials often, and we also give our first responders and military discounts.
And locals.
Wow.
And we're pretty
That's
expansive
pretty
with local
good. Yeah.
because it's a country mile. Like you're a local.
Yeah, today down in LJ, I have never heard as many sirens going off at one time in my entire life, and I'm going like, is this the end of the world? What's going on? And it was Shop with a Hero at Walmart, where
wow.
all the police officers and Robert,
So cool.
our great production guy over here, Mr. Robert Ferguson with Take One Studio Productions, and give him a plug, by the way,
Absolutely.
today.
Yeah.
He was over there filming the whole thing, and
Pretty cool.
it was a hoot, wasn't it, Robert?
It's amazing.
That's pretty good. That's great. And but I have never heard so many sirens going off.
Wow.
Like, it was nuts. But I'm
Nice.
going like, well, we're well protected in downtown LJ,
No shoplifting
Except when
going
they
on.
all went to Walmart. Walmart was well protected, but you could have robbed everything in downtown LJ while they were gone. That's another story for another day.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, it's great that you guys have specials and stuff because
Absolutely.
yeah, that's pretty cool. When the reps, do you often get like something that you normally wouldn't have, and
Yeah.
if you do you limit that, or if somebody comes in and say, I want that full box? I know some cigar shops, they say, no, we won't do that. We'll limit one per customer because we want everybody to have that.
Sure.
And enjoy that special that's going on, or that special cigar.
That's right.
What do you guys do with that?
So most time they'll have their newest launch that they're coming out with, and they'll offer that as one of their cigars to promote and give away. And then, for instance, one of our last ones we had with Placencia, they did a cigar, 1998, and it is only for cigar events, and it was only available in Europe.
1898.
1898. Oh, that's 100. I just is off by 100 years. Sorry. And they had the cigar that they would give you if you bought a box. You got a couple, and so. That cigar is not for retail anywhere in the world, so that is a special cigar. If
And
you
it's
buy 10
special,
boxes, Tom, I think I could find you one.
It's really good cigar too.
I mean, I might make it 9 for you because we're friends.
What is it? What is it? A box?
Oh, they run about $250 a box.
Oh, no problem. No problem. That's a scratch in the sand. No problem.
No, yeah, that's Placencia usually does about 10 most of their boxes, so it doesn't hurt the pocket too much.
Speaking of Placencia, we just
Yeah.
came up with, they just released the Year of the Snake, and
Yes.
not everybody got a box of those, and we actually have 3 boxes, which is a very, very amazing cigar to be able to get, because it's every year they come out with whatever that zodiac. I don't know if it's a zodiac. Is it
No,
Chinese?
calendar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chinese
okay.
calendar.
Chinese zodiac.
So what's the makeup of the cigar itself?
So the one of the snake, it has literally the middle cigar has 3 different blends into one cigar, which makes it into the snake.
wonder if
So
we
it's
can-
got all 3. The
Open up one of those
Connecticut,
boxes, we can put
Maduro,
it on camera
and
here.
also the
Thank you, Gary.
Habano will mix together. So it's really cool.
Yeah, we'll show it to you. It's a really cool looking thing. They have Lanceros in there, and then the middle one is kind of twigged together with 3 different cigars. Cubanito. It's really nice. It's really cool looking cigar. Tom, you can have one for $5,000 a box if you'd like one. We have 3 boxes, and
What a
we'd
bargain.
be glad to sell it.
Man,
sell you
that's a
one.
bargain.
Just for you.
You know,
Just
talking about Year of the Snake. Every year on my birthday, my wife says it's Year of the Snake, and I don't know what she's talking about.
Robert, she's gonna. That's is this
Ah,
scheming
look
in?
what we got
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way cool.
Isn't that cool?
Man, oh man.
$5,000, Tom.
Is that all?
It's
Just
not.
$5,000?
So
Holy guacamole.
that's the cigar.
Oh, there's a little twisteroonie there.
So once you separate them, you can smoke them singly, obviously. You don't
Was-
have
Can
to
you,
smoke
can,
them
you,
together.
can you smoke that one double barrel?
You can. I just don't know that you should.
I would.
So this is what these are, but just that one's obviously in like a twig snake. They did it into a snake, so that's.
And that's the Lanceros there.
Hey, George.
Yes, sir.
You know, I had a real important, I had a big week last week. I mean, it was a really
Okay.
big week.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got a chance to get an IQ test, and the results came back.
Okay. Did you blow it off the
Oh.
charts there? It's a,
They were negative.
well,
Story of my life, you know. It was pretty good.
oh man.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Stix and Stuff Podcast.com. And thanks today for joining us here with Smokey Bear Cigars in Blue Ridge, Georgia. What a fantastic place. I hope when you visit Blue Ridge that you'll come in and enjoy this fine establishment. Great cigars, great people, good family. Every time I do a podcast, I always tell everybody, be good to yourself, take care of yourself, and do something special for somebody this week.
That's right.
Once again, it's Tom Crawford with the Stix and Stuff Podcast.com. Thank you.
Sticks and stuff, y'all. Sticks and stuff is on the way. up, y'all. Sticks and Stuff is on the way. I know everybody will tune in this Thursday. We're gonna take it down now. I'm gonna talk about cigars, some bourbon and some wine, then have a guest host and have a good time. I'm talking sticks and stuff. It's gonna be a good time. I'm talking sticks and stuff. It's gonna be a good time. Sticks and Stuff, baby.